The smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning,
viewers. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Tobago Updates here. It's something new.
It definitely is. Tobago Updates. And viewers, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Julian, it's good to be here with you this morning.
It's really important, and as we give thanks for those that are now tuning in to us. This is Tobago Updates morning show. Yes, it's new. It's coming to you, and we are here at the lovely location in Scarborough, particularly at the Port Mall in Scarborough. Right. In fact, as I was coming up this morning, I was enjoying the breeze from the ocean, the seaside, and then transitioning into the upper end where I can see a nice view of up the fort, Fort King George.
That's right. That's right, and that's the beauty of Scarborough, Tobago. So, as Julian mentioned, this is Tobago Updates morning show, and this is our first episode, might I add. I'm really happy to be with Tobago, Trinidad, and the Caribbean this morning, and we expect to see you really soon. All right, so
we're very pleased indeed. This is our first day, first week, first month, first year, just giving you a clear signal that we are here to stay. Tobago Updates morning show coming to you live. Julian Skeet hosting with you, and of course my lovely good morning, viewers. Good morning, viewers. It is Tuesday, the 18th of October, 2022. It's 1 year later. Yes, it's the anniversary and the birthday of the Tobago Updates morning show. And therefore, welcome to the Tobago Updates morning show, coming to you here live from the Port Mall in Scarborough. As we continue to give God thanks for life, I am Julian Skeet.
And I am Rhea Richardson George. And this is the day and the year, another year later, that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning to Tobago, good morning Trinidad, those of you in the Caribbean and those of you viewing us on the live, good morning, good morning, good morning. Julian Skeet, 1 year later.
That clip throws me back there for a bit.
Oh, how we've grown.
Making that statement there, this is our first day, our first week, first month, and first year. First day of the first year, because we are here to stay. Indeed. And we are so, this morning we begin certainly, Rhea, we've got to be grateful to the Almighty God, really bringing us to this point here for the Tobago Updates morning show. And after God, we give thanks to you, our viewers. Rhea, we continue to be here, and Tobago Updates has really been able to grow leaps and bounds, as they say, ultimately because of the love and support of our viewers here each and every day.
Well, you always say it. You always say we are number one because of you.
Because of you, our viewers, ultimately we are indeed number one. And Rhea, I'm told we got a lot in store, in the mix.
A lot in store. But Julian, I want to go back to just to comment on that first clip. Oh, how we've grown. Oh, how we've grown. I looked at it a while ago and I thought to myself, wow, Rhea, you were so much different. A year ago.
It's almost as though she didn't even recognize herself. Yeah.
Almost. But really thank God for life. We are here 1 year later. And, there are many who started this journey with us. They are not with us. Yes. I mean, they're physically alive, but they're not with the team anymore.
Certainly.
But, we thank God for all those who would have started with us. And, supported along the way.
Definitely, and as we continue to grow and to develop, we really want to say thank you. Yes, folks, we're in a celebratory mode today. It is celebration time. It is 1 year later, celebrating the Tobago Updates, and that we would have joined you live on air. Rhea, and I can remember that morning like it was yesterday.
You too.
Yes, because generally I do get up early mornings, but I get up early mornings and then I relax before I start to get ready.
But you couldn't do that.
But this was a different kind of early morning start on that 18th 2021 last year. A very different kind of start, but certainly I knew for a fact from day one it was always something, from the time the idea would have been shared, something that I was excited about, something that I was certainly looking forward to. And then when I found out I would have been having the pleasure of sitting on set in studio with Rhea Richardson George, it made it even easier and even much more of a joy to be here with you each and every day, folks.
Thank you for saying that, Julian. Thank you for saying that. And I think because we knew each other before, it made this dynamic very comfortable and very easy to work with. And so 1 year later, I feel like, you know, I'm riding with my partner.
Yeah, we good from long time. This is a good time to shout out Oswald Williams and Laverne Simon. Thank you all so much for the support.
Which Oswald?
Oswald George.
Which Oswald? I don't know what's
I can't believe it's a year
I'm
later.
George. I'm George. Let me just put it out there.
That would be Oswald George.
I'm George.
Good morning to you, sir, Laverne Simon. Because Rhea, for me, and you know, it's so important, that level of family support.
Definitely.
That level of family support
has made this process a whole lot easier.
Yeah, has really made it so much easier. And I'd get into trouble if I did not also recognize the loving support also of my daughter. All right, shout outs to Lavienne this morning. Shout outs to Lavienne, because it makes it so crucial, especially going, you know, from day to day. As she says, you're going again to that morning show.
And trust me, no matter how big they get, because Osaze always still says the same thing to me. Mommy, are you still going to updates? Yes. All right. So yeah, no matter how big they get, because they miss that time at home.
Correct.
But again, the family support, you know, somebody holding things down at home while we're out here doing what we do.
Indeed. All right, viewers, at this point, we head on over to news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Julian and Rhea. I am Candice Jackson, and here is your news in 90 seconds for Tuesday, 18th October 2022. A Tobago-based security initiative was announced by Chief Secretary Fali Augustine at Mandate Monday. Augustine said they are in the final stage of setting up a public safety and security unit. It will provide a localized security service with its own officers. Meanwhile, the Chief Secretary apologized to the private sector for the THA's inability to provide a $60 million loan facility for struggling businesses. Augustine explained that bureaucracy within the public service is the holdup, but promised to complete the structure by the end of October. And the Secretary of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Tasha Barris, said that the decision to end Virgin Atlantic's contract was a financial one. She explained that few passengers disembarked in Tobago on a flight shared with Barbados. However, Condor will return to Tobago with a direct airlift from Germany. Already, there are over 1,000 confirmed passengers booked. Caribbean Airlines is also finalizing flights to Tobago from Canada and Miami, with the possibility of a route from Grenada. In the meantime, a budget of $17.5 million was announced for the Tobago Carnival. However, the tourism secretary said that figure might be reduced as other corporate sponsors come on board. And Secretary of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development, Trevor James, defended the decision to employ Trinidadian contractors for major road repair works. He explained that because the projects were costly, the THA was unable to guarantee immediate compensation and tendered the work under a design-build-finance model for payment 18 months after the completed works. Contractors were selected based on their ability to finance the work upfront and wait for later payment. And that was your news in 90 seconds. It is back to you, Julian and Rhea.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so much there, Candice, bringing us the news here at the Tobago updates over the period, folks. And you know, this morning, we really want to acknowledge, you know, all the members of our team are going far and wide. I remember that early advert that, you know, I always make mention. Candice, I think that was in the, who was it coming to us from the main ridge? That was Candice in that.
Yes.
Nobody lives here. coming to us in the main ridge. And then I remember, I think it is our reporter is Beverly.
Yes.
The Roxborough Hospital.
That's right.
They stand out with those words, you know, as we just recap some of those good times over the last year. And folks, this morning we got an exciting rundown in store for you. I want to give you a few clips and reminders of the year that has gone for us. Some of those moments that really made you laugh, some of those moments that got you a little upset, some of those moments that made you call and send messages messages to us in support that we are indeed continuing to represent the views of the public in asking the hard questions, even if sometimes our guests might have gotten a little touchy and on edge about it.
You said touchy and on edge. Speaking of that, I think we should get into the rundown. You know, I really want us I want our viewers to know what's happening this morning. But before we get into that, Julian, I wore this dress specifically because it was a dress that was sponsored for one of our shows, and I wanted to recognize those sponsors that we started off with 1 year ago, and some of those who came on board later on and are still with us. So I wanted to say thank you this morning to Here Sanctuary, that started off with us 1 year ago and is still with us today 1 year later. Thank you so much, Ms. Hercules, for being so supportive, and not just only providing or sponsoring my hair accessories and hair needs, but you call and you give words of advice and words of comfort and words of wisdom and words of support and words of encouragement and just words. And I want to thank you for that. It has gone a long way over the years. As well, House of Norma, thank you so much. And that is Caroline Birchwood James. Thank you for your lovely pieces, your lovely outfits throughout the year. Kiana Jones, to her perfection, my hair. Thank you so much, Kiana. Mateos came on board a little bit later on, and Mateos has stuck with us, stuck with me. But really, I want Mateos to stick with us. All right, there are other sponsors to come on board, we know. But Mateos, we thank you for your love and your support over the years. Thank you. And my feet, because of Mateos, Claudette and Dion, thank you so much. Thank you for taking care of my toes at times, Claudette. Thank you when they looked horrible, and I have to put it out there, Claudette, you've done an excellent job along the way. As well, just my size, and this gown that I'm wearing this morning, I call it a gown, it's a lovely piece, was sponsored by Just My Size, located at the bottom of Burnett Street, Scarborough, Tobago. And thank you so much, Just My Size, for your continued love and support. And to all the other sponsors, we say thank you.
Yes, and I'd certainly like to, also join in recognizing very first to come on board with us here at Tobago Updates in terms of supporting menswear. And this morning I want to recognize Rashad's Men's Store. And Rashad's Men's Store, that's Ronaldo and the entire team out there located in Mount Pleasant. From the very first day and that very first engagement, within the first few months when we got started here, and I know I got to also thank our marketing team, Jenny Ali, and so for making the necessary communications and contacts out there, and in putting me into contact very early with Ronaldo down there at Rashad's. There was always that level of support, and interesting enough, even when there was no one else on board, and I know that's always a tough decision for a sponsor. Do I get involved in this? Is this going to be a 1 week, a 1 month, a 1 year thing? No.
And how do I benefit from it?
That's it. And made that decision very early to get on board, and I really want to say thanks. It's always some place that I've shopped before, and therefore now also getting the opportunity to be supported. We want to say thank you so much to Ronaldo John and the entire Rashad's store team down there in Mount Pleasant, located on the main road. And as we would have gone along, we had also joining us on board. Again, thank you to our marketing teams there, led by Miss Jenny Ali, making those connections within the mix, and that would be Checkpoint. And that's Mrs. Elias out there at Checkpoint, located on Upper Main Street, also coming on board to provide that support. And I want to also thank, Anya Elias, the entire team up there at Checkpoint, Shanice, all the staff out there at Checkpoint, really continuing to provide that support. Because if it's one thing, you go there with the intention, yes, what am I going to be doing this week? When I go to either store, and the support from the staff is amazing. The support from the staff is amazing in terms of really going forward. And I want to use this opportunity as we celebrate our first anniversary, it's our birthday, to say thank you so much for the continued support. Thank you so much for the continued support. And I can't forget at all, I know he's going to insist that I need to see him later on today. Classic Cuts by Akilan as well, Baba on board, been connecting with him for a number of years, and so the support continued quite naturally. Akilan out there, Akilan Ned, he might be a little tired coming out to the Blue Food Festival up in the north side. I tell you. All right, but I want to say thank you so much. The Classic Cuts by Akilan, continuing to ensure, sometimes even during the week I get the call, say, right, so you need to come today, And that's when he's on top. Because for me alone, I'd probably just take it for granted.
No,
all
can
right.
have that.
So we want to say thank you so much to all those sponsors that continue to be on board with us in terms of making that difference. And we want to remind you there's always an opportunity to connect with the Tobago Updates morning show. Because if you don't recognize by now, we are number one because of each and every one of you. And therefore, this is why it's the ideal time and opportunity. Remember, feel free to ensure that you connect with us. It's 284-6597. That's 284-6597.
As well, Joy's Fashion, located ground floor, Portmore. We say thank you for your love and support over the time. And we also want to say thank you to Gael, M&E TV, and Street 91.9
FM.
That's right.
All right.
And Smash Radio.
Yes, we also connect with Smash Radio. All right. So we are at this point, we're heading on into our birthday celebrations. Yes, as we celebrate with Tobago Updates, we're also going to have some birthdays running this morning.
All right. So we got some birthdays. Our first birthday pick there is Queen L. Brooms. Celebrating his birthday. Queen L, love going out to you this morning from the Tobago Updates family as we celebrate our anniversary as well. And this is my girl out there. My girl, I'll just say my girl out there, Avian Gordon, celebrating her birthday. Avian, love going out to you from my family, the entire family, and the Tobago Updates family.
Sending birthday shout-outs to Kershaw Belfort. Want to wish you a happy birthday. Met Kershaw a few years ago through work. A really dynamic individual. And I want to wish you a happy birthday indeed and God's continued blessings, Kershaw Belfort.
And that's Avian.
I think this is another shot here of Avian Gordon. Happy birthday. So many persons sending photos of Avian. We had to use more than one.
And this is my very good friend out there, Stephen Isaac, who celebrated his birthday just a couple of days ago. Mr. Isaac, love going out to you this morning from my family to yours, as well as the Tobago Updates family. And this is my friend. I have to say my friend. All right, and this is Anthony Brown, fondly known as Phantom. Celebrated his birthday yesterday. Zandra, I'm gonna leave it there. But Anthony, have a great one, and trust that you enjoyed yesterday and love going out to you. And Jody Campbell out there from Speyside, Tobago, celebrating his birthday. Jody, love going out to you this morning from the Roxborough Open Bible family and the Tobago Updates family. We've got Merlin Waldron.
Yes,
Merlin celebrating
Waldron.
her birthday as the daughter of Signal Hill. Merlin, happy birthday going out to you. I trust that you have a really great one. And from the Tobago Updates family.
This is Auntie Carmen Williams.
This is my auntie. Yes, my Auntie Carmen Williams. And I know she's a little bit shocked and surprised. Thank you, Paul. Celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday going out to you from the Richardsons throughout Trinidad, Tobago, the US, and the Tobago Updates family. As well, we've got...
I think we got an anniversary in the mix.
We do. I don't know when my anniversary pick is. Okay,
also,
we're gonna get...
she got married on her.
It seems that way. So we've got the anniversary.
Nice.
That's right. So Uncle Winston and Auntie Carmen celebrating their anniversary. Thank you again, Paul. I'd love going out to you guys, and here's to many more years to come. So have a great one. Love to you from the family. And this is DeAndre
celebration here again.
Haynes celebrating his birthday today. DeAndre, love going out to you this morning from the Tobago Updates family and Osaze and family. So from my family to yours, happy birthday going out to you, DeAndre. Trust that you have a great one. Yes?
All right, and as part of the reminders here this morning, we want to indicate the Scarborough Secondary Schools PTA, together with the Division of Education, Research and Technology, presents a town meeting on Tuesday, the 18th of October 2022. Yes, that's today, Tuesday, the 18th of October 2022 at 4:30 p.m. at the Shore Park Cultural Complex. All parents are invited. Please be seated by 4:20 p.m. So that's the Scarborough Secondary Schools PTA taking place today.
All right. As well, Julian, we've got the Mount Pleasant Credit Union, their notice of a special general meeting. This is carded for Tuesday, November 1st. Tuesday, November 1st, 2022 at the Tobago Nutrition Cooperative Society in Bonaccord, Tobago, commencing at 4:30 p.m. to consider and approve amendments to credit unions bylaws. The bylaws can be accessed via the link on the MPCU Facebook page and the MPCU's website. Okay, and members are asked to register on or before Wednesday, the 26th October 2022. And that's coming out to you from the Mount Pleasant Credit Union.
All right, and the birthdays are flowing in so quick and so fast. I'm also seeing one of our viewers indicating here this morning, happy birthday to Charmaine Cox. So Charmaine Cox, we want to give you a shout out there, and we want to wish you a happy birthday. Ria, I also had the pleasure over the course of the weekend to join my counterparts on Sunday for the opening ceremony for Credit Union Month happening, within Trinidad and Tobago in terms of the celebrations. And I would have gone across the Trinidad with our entire Tobago regional chapter to be a part of these activities. And I dare say, Ria, even in Trinidad, there are the individuals along the way, as they call it, Mr. Tobago updates, and indicate that they continue to support us from far and wide. And we want to say good morning to each and every one of you, and to thank you so much for the continued love and support. Those of you right here in Tobago, those in Trinidad with us, and those of you even throughout the region and the world at large that continue to join us each and every day.
All right, and this is coming time off ad lib, and this is Tobago. Are you ready for time off? October 17th till the 21st on board the luxurious Embassy yacht. It's the pre-pump to Tobago Carnival featuring Iowa George alongside the Street 919 DJs. Walk with your coolers, walk with your food. Boarding 2 p.m. sailing promptly at 3 p.m. from Pigeon Point Jetty every day. Tickets cost $200. At Island E-Tickets, 919 Office Tobago. For more information, call 485-3862. Time off, the Tobago Carnival pre-pump from Monday 17th till October 21st. On board the Embassy every day. All right?
Time off, yes.
But Julian, I don't know, you were not able to make it to the food hub yesterday, the Backyard Lime. And I have to say, excellent initiative. Excellent, I can't say it enough, excellent initiative. The food, the ambience, I saw persons out there doing their thing. Amory Arthur, good morning to you. The Agal United had their food on sale. Deborah George, Minty's wife, that is Government House Road. I mean, selling all their products, people out there in their numbers. And I want to say again, excellent initiative. I want to see, and I'm hoping that this is not just a one-off, and that it continues and a lot more persons can get involved. The food was excellent. The corn, the sauce, Joshua and his mom Erlin, excellent, always good. They sell sauce and corn right there just opposite the port, usually on a weekday.
Yes.
But they were there as well. I'm coming, Mr. Director. I'm coming, Mr. Director. Mr. Director saying, but there was so much happening yesterday, and I really want to say congratulations to the division. Excellent initiative.
Yes, and therefore, folks, it sounds as though Ria ensured that you represented us well.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure that you have
I had a taste of almost everything.
Can speak to the taste of the program. Yes. All right, and therefore we send out our commendations. Secretary Natisha Charles Pantin, Assistant Secretary Tate, out there, the administrator, all members of staff and all the stakeholders, because my understanding is that this Food Hub initiative, Ria, that's the taste to lead into the World Food Day celebration that will be happening this week. So if Ria speaks this highly of the Food Hub at Shaw Park, I am looking forward to most definitely the World Food Day celebrations. Congratulations indeed to all the organizers and coordinators. Viewers, we want to thank you so much for your continued love and support. There's an exciting show ahead. Yes, we're going to be capturing those moments. Perhaps let me even challenge you in the live. What's an interview that you can never forget over the last year? Who was that person we interviewed and you always say to yourself, oh my gosh, I could never forget that interview. All right, so feel free to join us, those of you join us in the comments section, and thank you so much. We are seeing and receiving all the anniversary greetings coming in. Feel free to drop us a line. Is there an interview that you remember over the last year? Viewers, we want to thank you so much, those of you joining us via TV, that's Gael, as well as M&E TV, and those of you connecting with us on Smash Radio and Street 91.9 FM. We want to thank all our listeners coming to us and those of you viewing us on social media. Remember, this is your opportunity to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Bonjour à tous, hola a todos, hello all, Tobago updates, feliz cumpleaños. Bon anniversaire. Happy birthday. Ciao. Au revoir.
Happy birthday to the Tobago Updates family. To the management and staff of Tobago Updates, I take this opportunity on behalf of the Roxborough Police Youth Club to extend our congratulations to your media house in its first anniversary celebration. Tobago Updates came at a time when Tobago really needed another medium of communication that was effective and timely. The strength and dedication of this new social media platform brought a tremendous success to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and the world by extension. I want to wish this organization continued success in all its endeavors, and may God continue to bless and inspire the leadership of Tobago Updates as you move through another year. Thank you.
Good morning, Tobago Updates. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Rhea and Julian and the whole Tobago Updates. A happy 1-year anniversary to you, and thank you guys for keeping Tobago updated with all the exclusive, all the live, all the excitement. And you know, Rhea, you're my girl. We always have Tobago Updates excited, and the people of Tobago always excited. Happy anniversary, and wishing you all the best, and continue to making Tobago Updates the #1 Tobago station in Tobago.
It's me, Iowa George Tobago. This is Iowa George. I want to invite you to a week of Iowa George on board the embassy. Boarding 2 o'clock every day, and we're sailing at 3 o'clock. I just want all you to take a time off for your work. I never tell you to duck your work. I ain't tell you to run away from the people work. All I tell you is ask your boss for a time out, because the boat boarding 2 o'clock this Monday, this Tuesday, this Wednesday, this Thursday, this Friday, 5 days of Iowa. Hey, the tickets is only $200. Or they could bring all a cooler, and all they could bring food, right? We boarding on the Pigeon Point jetty, or they could get all their tickets same day tickets, or they could get all their tickets on Island Tickets or Iowa Station, Storby Local Road out in Crown Point. So get your ticket early in this week. First come, first serve. You don't want to miss out of that.
The Tobago Soca Stars Competition 2022 is happening, and we're also going and touch the road in different villages across Tobago where you can hear the Soca Stars. Registration begins on Monday 17th October to Tuesday 18th October, ending at 4 p.m. You must register. Auditions will take place on Wednesday 19th October at Shaw Park. Artists must be 18 years and older. Audition on TV track and instrumental. Heading to the finals with over $100,000 in prizes to be won, to see who will be Tobago's top soca star. So come out and show what you have. It's your time to shine. Brought to you by Radio Tambourine and M&E TV on behalf of the THA.
Rest Assured helped me to cope with the unexpected. Provides financial help for final expenses. Rest Assured, the affordable financial comfort plan. Tattoo Life, guaranteed protection. Lifespan is the affordable critical illness plan you need. Cover expenses up to $1 million. Tattoo Life, guaranteed protection. Whole Life helps me secure their future, provides financial protection with added benefits. Whole Life, the affordable financial benefits plan. Tattoo Life, guaranteed protection.
Never ever worry, don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry, if you're nice can't be damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry, what I'm saying is true. So just consider, Tattoo will always be here for you.
Tattoo, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers. It is 7:32 a.m. and welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show, coming to you here live from the Port Mall in Scarborough. It's Tuesday, the 18th of October. It's our 1-year anniversary here at the Tobago Updates morning show, and we want to thank you so much for the continued love and support. Yes, viewers, unlike anything on an anniversary day, Ria, we've got a lot of giveaways. A lot of giveaways for our viewers indeed. I really want to give them a little taste of some of the things that they can look forward to today.
Certainly. So we've got another giveaway. Yesterday we had a giveaway of a gift certificate courtesy La Marche Parfait, and today another one. Of course, later on in the program we're going to open up the phone lines for you to call in to answer the question, whatever the question will be, and you won't know that question until it's that time. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a gift certificate, another gift certificate courtesy La Marche Parfait. So that's one.
And we've also got some giveaways today, just in case you're into the season and the carnival events. We've got giveaways coming to you from Fog Angels, the carnival band. And you can look forward. Our lucky winners will win an all-inclusive package for Tobago Carnival to play with the #1 band, Fog Angels, Juve and Mars. So the giveaways this morning will include a Juve as well as Mars participation courtesy Fog Angel. So you have an opportunity. In fact, I think there are about 4 giveaways or so coming from them for persons to get involved. Those questions are going to be coming, but these are some of the prizes that we have here this morning that you're going to be able to enjoy. I understand there's another big prize in the mix. Folks, this is your opportunity to share the live. No, this is not a break. This is your opportunity to share the live. Are you aware of the upcoming Tomac Festival, Ria? Yes, the Tomac Festival that will include, Burna Boy and the likes, right. Lord Nelson, celebrating the tribute to Lord Nelson, Kes the Band. Yes, folks, we've got giveaways this morning as well. Weekend pass, all right, that's going to be given away, and these will entitle persons to all festival activities, including Monday's Nelson tribute concert and the Thursday Burna Boy concert. All right, so we're going to have giveaways as well in terms of our tickets. So really, folks, you need to be sharing that live now. Ensure that you connect with someone so that they know this is the time to tune in. We got a lot of giveaways that's going to be happening here this morning as we celebrate our first anniversary here, our birthday at the Tobago Updates morning show.
All right, Julian, I know we want to connect with the live, but I think we are kind of anxious, and our viewers are a little bit anxious to get right into some of those interviews and guests that have made it into the different categories as being most memorable, most iconic, etc.
So we're getting a head start. This first one that's going to be coming up, who do you think it is? Which one do you think it was? The most viewed episode on the Tobago Updates morning show. Which one do you think? Yes, that would have been for the most viewed episode, going into the thousands, the most viewed episode here on the Tobago Updates morning show. Let me see some guests and let me see some things coming in here on the live. Who do you think that it would have been the most viewed episode here on the Tobago Updates morning show, going into the thousands with views within the last year? Do I have any guests coming in on the live? Y'all could win a prize this morning. It's that kind of day. You want to make sure. Some said it's political leader Nkosi. That's one guess. The most viewed that we have had to date All right, some said it's the Kizel Jackson interview. All right, some said it's Rhea and the Gary Griffith interview. All right, I haven't seen the episode yet. Keep going, folks, keep going. All right, the most viewed episode, and that really took us far and wide. The Tobago Updates morning show indeed would have connected with the world at large, thousands of viewers. And at this point, we take you over to the most viewed episode here on the Tobago Updates morning show. Breakfast with the Chief. This is Tobago Updates morning show. Rhea, are we going to waste any time with conversation?
We're not wasting any time.
Over to you, Chief.
So we have breakfast this morning, and I will serve them. You see, he who must lead must first serve.
That's
right. So we have some nice kingfish fried. We also went towards ensuring I got some chicken, because we have some tongue folks here, so they may not eat any fish, right? But creatively, what we did is we took the chicken and we created some nice balls, almost like akra, with the chicken meat. Of course, we're eating healthy, so we have lots of salads, and you can't come country and get a good bake, good coconut bake.
Thank you.
A good coconut bake, right. and we get some flaxseed for good measure, and of course we have our sausages, and we have our fruits, so watermelon, our bananas, and by the way, these are not bananas you buy in no kind of import. Proper silk fig and thing, and pineapple, and of course your nuts and your grains and so on. And we have chocolate tea. We have chocolate tea for those who want good chocolate tea. So I'm just going to say, we're going to eat, we're going to chit chat.
That's right.
And of course, and we go from there. Sorry I can't share with everybody, but you'll watch us eat.
And you know, Rhea, I don't want us to leave out the viewers at all. Yes, Makita George, Speyside Hospitality at its finest.
Right. Hi, Makita.
Russell Morrison, Tobago style. Katie, where are you? Hey, look at the layout, Pops.
Right.
Katie, where are you? Laverne Simon, QQ Melville, we see you all in the lineup out there. Anne-Marie Davis, have no fear, folks. I'm about to try each and every item just for you.
And he's not
just for you.
That's right.
Today is a special day, and today you are allowed to have cake for breakfast, and that's because the Tobago Updates family is celebrating its first birthday. Happy birthday, Tobago Updates family. 1 year of doing excellent work, 1 year of engaging young people, 1 year of engaging the seniors, 1 year of hard-hitting political commentary and conversations and debate, 1 year of taking Tobago to the globe, 1 year of doing things differently. So happy birthday, Tobago Updates. Guess what? I'm sending you a nice package, a surprise package. So you'll open this package, something special in there for the Tobago Updates family. Have a good one, happy birthday, and cheers. Cheers to many more years to come. Keep good.
Thank you so much.
Rhea,
Thank you so much.
It was the most viewed episode here on Tobago Updates. And yes, folks, the package is here. And you know, Rhea, in his own unique style, that would have been the Honorable Chief Secretary Fali Chavez Augustine, and he has been on with us for a number of times, and certainly his interview took the top indicators you would have seen there in the first clip. And you know, I can't hesitate to mention at all, both the Chief Secretary and myself were outfitted by Rashad's Men's Store. Rashad's Men's Store located down there. Yes, most definitely. That was a Speyside kind of energy. Really nice, really nice.
And for that interview, my outfit again was just my size. My size.
Certainly making that Nicole, combination.
Thank you again.
So you see, we remember. Well, it's time for us to dig in a bit.
We want to see what.
Let's see what's on the inside. Well, I start off by I'm seeing
we see glass.
I'm seeing glasses. I'm seeing glasses here. Yes, Rhea. I think I see one here for you as well, Rhea. Yes.
Thank you. We don't know what's happening.
Well, this is Chief, because you see. I'm seeing here Rhea combination.
Something I could drink.
Yes. Something that Rhea, I know he would have been considerate for Rhea, you know. Something that you could drink.
Definitely.
But just when you think that's it, Ria.
There's more?
Yes, the chief also had me in mind.
Something that
because
Julian
the chief considers. You see, the chief is considerate of the wide cross-section that Tobago represents. And we may have varying tastes. So even if he may not taste it, he will send the taste.
Much appreciated, Chief. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate this.
All right. Thank you so much indeed. Again, greetings coming out there. We saw Beanie Taylor in the mix. We saw Collis Hazel. We saw Chief Secretary Farley Augustine in terms of some of our viewers and persons who have appeared on the show this morning. And yes, folks, we also saw political leader Nkosi Phillips also in the mix. And we want to thank each and every one of you. And with this, folks, and I know you all are probably looking forward to this one, we're heading straight on into the most controversial episode. Which episode was that? The most controversial episode here on the Tobago Updates Morning Show.
Nkosi, the officers who, you mentioned officers who made sexual advances towards you.
Right. And I said, in treating with that, I said that, but I never mentioned those four in the car, and I never even said how I said it. I just said that things will be exposed if they keep on treating with the behavior of how they're treating me, right? And to put an end to that, let me just look at this. Thank you. That's it. That's just to put an end to it. Right? And I'm not going to expose anybody. I'm not going to do anything, because at the end of the day, if I don't get justice, that's it. That's it. I think that's supposed to end the show right there.
We're gonna wrap this interview. We're gonna wrap this interview at this time, viewers. Nkosi, we want to thank you for being on the program, and we trust that all goes well for your future endeavors.
It was the kind of morning where Ria could go no further with that interview. Thank you very much there, political leader Nkosi Phillips, for that.
But we need to clarify here. This was actually the most shocking. Not the most,
yes.
So there was an error there.
Yes.
Most shocking. We still have to get to most controversial.
Yes, this one was the most shocking.
And I think, Julian, looking back, it still
I was happy to be looking on. I was happy to be looking on from offset. But you go ahead.
You really threw me under the bus. But I tell you, Nkosi, there's never a dull moment when Nkosi is on set. Up until the last interview we had with Nkosi last week, I said, leave your cell phone off the set, okay? Because strange things happen when your cell phone is on set, and I end up as a meme somewhere and everywhere. And
in a beautiful dress. In a beautiful dress.
I could do without that. Okay, I think I've had just about enough. But that certainly did reach far and wide. I had persons messaging me from the Netherlands asking me, is this you? And I was at our business in Scarborough, family business in Scarborough a few weeks ago, and a gentleman came in and he was talking to me, but he kept looking at me with his questioning eyes, and I thought maybe, well, he probably knew me from maybe television or something. And then he said to me, oh, now I know your face. You were that meme. And I'm thinking, I could do it. Really, is that what you want to be recognized for? But but it really was an interesting time.
But as we deal with this kind of recap, I must represent the views and interests of you, our loyal viewers. And as one of the viewers is saying here, but Ria, you still never tell me what you see. That is what is important. Ria still never told us what she saw on that on that cell phone, courtesy political leader Nkosi Phillips.
Julian, and police officers, I have to say here, police officers keep meeting me and asking me, so you're going to tell me what you see and who you see? So I'm just going to leave it there.
I suspect I might have to connect in Ria's household to get a little insight. Oswald George, we'll have to talk. All right. So viewers, yes, that was our most shocking episode indeed for the last year. You know, I insisted, I believed between Rhea and I, nobody could represent us better in that episode than Rhea Richardson George.
Let me just say here as well, my daddy, my daddy's very open, with his emotions. We've always been very open. I love you. But I remember that morning, my daddy called me and he said, he called me by my home name and he said, I love you. You're my favorite daughter. Kim and CJ, hear what daddy said. You're my favorite daughter. I love you more than all. And he poured it on and he said, so you could tell me what you see? Yeah. Yeah, daddy, yeah.
Yes, it's really been an amazing time for us here at Rhea. And I think, just before are we heading straight on over to the next one? Yes, Rhea, we're heading straight on in.
Yeah.
This one we're going into, Rhea. So we dealt with the most viewed episode.
Yes.
Then into our most shocking episode. And we're heading on into the most controversial episode here on the Tobago Updates morning show. I'm wondering if persons can get that name right. And let me just check the live very quickly. Yes, Rhea, imagine the comments by Avril Allen. Rhea, you still never tell me what you see. The responses are going up for that comment most definitely. I see Katie's joining us in the mix. Real throwback on this hot Tuesday morning. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much, Cindy Taylor out there, my classmate. Happy anniversary, Rhea and Julian. Great job, cuz. Hey, my cuz all out there. Denise Phillips, morning to you. Continue a loyal viewer here of our Tobago Updates morning show and sending that family love. Morning, cuz. All right, we sing in the mix. Gail Lashley, Leandro Panis, Nori. This is nice indeed. All right, folks. So Rhea, we are heading in now. Viewers, listeners, we are heading in to the most controversial episode. You could see it, or if you're listening to it on the radio, you can hear it. Pay close attention. The most controversial
Have
episode.
you ever accepted a bribe for firearm?
Have you ever been involved in smoking weed and taking cocaine?
Mr. Griffith?
No, I want to ask you. Wait, sorry. I asked. No. Have you been sniffing cocaine when you were small?
No, I have not.
Rhea, have you been involved in prostitution?
No, I have not.
And the only point I'm getting at, you are fast and out of place. What gives you the right and what was the reason to ask me such a question?
Mr. Griffith, no, Mr. Griffith, it's either yes or no. We are talking the issues here this morning. So there is there's no reason for you to get upset. It's either yes or no. We're talking the issues before us this morning. So let's not take it out of context and let's not get upset.
Rhea, if I ask you a question, are you involved in prostitution? Would you take it personally?
Mr. If the matters before you, if there are things leading in that direction, I'm simply saying here that this is a question that is on the ground. This is a question in the minds of people in the public. So simply answer the question.
I can't answer if you keep interrupting me. That's the first thing. So
then it's just a yes or no. In the interest of time, Mr. Griffith, it's either yes or no.
You're interrupting me again. And the point being is that there was never any such question to ask. I was the commissioner of police who announced that there were problems. I was the person who exposed it. I was the person who arrested 2 police officers. I was the person who ensured that there were 14 new policies to stop that activity. I was the person who issued FUL cards to prevent it from happening. So to have the audacity to ask me a question like that, you're out of place because I was the person who has been involved.
I am so sorry that you're taking this that way. I'm so sorry that you're taking that way. It's a simple question, yes or no. Okay, yes or no.
The point is, if I ask you a simple question, are you a prostitute? How would you not take it personal? Because there's nothing to align you to it. So to ask me the question means that there's an allegation, and there isn't. Stanley John has stated emphatically there's no such thing. So for you to ask a question like that, if you are out of, because there's nothing to justify that. It is similar to me asking if you are a prostitute.
I'm not even sure what to say.
That's the kind of face.
What to say.
That's the kind of face when you want to say, Richardson's good girl picked me. Oswald George, good wife. How such a thing?
Some things are better left unsaid, but I'll say this to us, be careful who you put up in governance. Be careful who you choose. Be careful who you select. That's all I'm going to say.
So
but it really was a very controversial
controversial
and a very
episode.
controversial period, because that interview reached fan-wide, and the Tobago, the social media population had much to say on it.
Yes.
It was a simple question, and it required a simple answer of yes or no. If I'm asked, are you into prostitution? No, I'm not. Very simply, and as you can see, I did answer to that, but I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, I think Julia Brown said it nice. Ria, you hit a nerve that day.
I did.
And I think in all honesty, that was also a time, and it really speaks to different periods in time. That was also a time where Gary Griffith himself would have been under severe pressure, and the focus with media attention, with the changes taking place, and probably, obviously not comfortable with the whole happenings, statements being made by the Prime Minister and so on. And we can see what is possibly the outcome sometimes when you are really under pressure.
Yeah.
And therefore a legitimate question comes forward in the mix. But as he says, Ria, would you be asked that and not take it personal? So he definitely took the question personal.
Definitely.
In that instance. So
but
folks,
humility opens doors as well. So sometimes you're upset, just calm yourself and move forward.
So that certainly is our most controversial episode here on the Tobago Updates morning show. Andrea, we are heading from one into another. Well, not another as in another controversial episode.
No, we can rest that.
Because then they're going to say he come here to make trouble this morning.
No.
In this carnival season.
No.
All right. And we have the opportunity certainly this morning to welcome on set Braden Roberts, Tobago officer or tutor, here with us this morning as he joins us live to give his greetings and his feedbacks. What were your initial thoughts, Braden? How do you feel 1 year later?
But as well, Braden was one of our first guests. In fact, he was the first guest that morning. Yeah.
All right. Certainly on that first show.
So good morning, and of course it's a pleasure to be on the set to celebrate with you all. It's always a pleasure experiencing a first completed year. That first year in business, they always say it's the most challenging year, overcoming the different things. But I believe you all managed pretty well. You all established yourself pretty early, and the balance you all were able to get pretty early as well is not always so easy. So I must say, you all are doing a marvelous job, especially in bringing the news and the various updates to the people with the fitting name of the show being Tobago Updates.
Yes.
Braden, thank you so much for
Yes,
that.
most certainly. Thank you so much indeed, Braden Roberts, taking the time out here to be with us this morning and connecting with us. And you see, we are even in the mix. I know you have a full day ahead, folks, but you had to pass through Tobago Updates morning show. Thank you so much for that, Braden Roberts.
But I want to ask Braden very quickly here. In terms of us moving forward, you are tutor representative. What would you say we can do to maybe showcase a little bit more of what's happening with regards education, school, some of the issues? What can we do to help?
Well, what I would say, you all would have been doing pretty well in researching, so that when there is a particular interview, even the questions seem to be very on point. So, we need to have an understanding of what's happening on the ground, so that the interview would flow in a particular way where the public could be attentive to what is happening in the most critical area of education. So, having that research, doing the background, feeling off of the teachers, the parents, using the different spaces, and I believe you would have been doing that pretty well. So it's to continue in that area, because sometimes we just have the belief that schooling, things will just happen and we'll all be well, but attention is needed by all stakeholders. So, it's continue doing that research and ensure that the interview bring out the key aspects of education.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much indeed, Braden Roberts. Yes, folks, we got plenty on the lineup this morning, but we're keeping it close. I want to go to two quick comments on the live this morning. And, speaking about Ria happening to be both in the most controversial and the most shocking episode. Ria, I only joined you there so far in the most viewed episode. All right? And someone said, well, at least Ria was outfitted in a lovely dress every single time. You see a woman just look out for each other, Braden?
Yes,
You see how women just look out for each other each and every time. Alfreda Pascal Charles says Ria should get an award. She faced a lot in this 1 year. Most definitely indeed. We also want to thank you so much.
I have survived, yes.
And still survived. And I see we also have in the mix a comment coming in from Whitfield Turner, also in the field, in the media fraternity. Happy anniversary, Tobago Updates. You have broken ground and gone where no one has gone before. Keep pushing and reaching for the stars. The live background is nice, and also the highlights need to be put in because we need to, this gives a signal of our utilities needing to go underground. Giving recommendations in the mix. And I particularly like the comments coming in because even as Tobago Updates, we maintain what has been good energy and connections, even with our colleagues in the media space, and therefore that's the kind of energy we promote in the Tobago space as we work together. So thank you so much for the feedback there coming in. And also let me give a quick morning shout out to Charlene Frederick Turner as well, first elder out there. I saw her in all her glory and splendor as they would have hosted a Prime Minister and the Chief Secretary, as well as I think I saw Senator Lawrence Hislop at the anniversary celebrations taking place there for the SDA Church. So morning shout outs to each and every one of you. Yes, folks, we're going to take a little break in all the mix and all the high energy. And we want to remind you that this is your opportunity to
Hush, the cooler event, October 27th, 2022. We bring to you live Skinny Fabulous. Also performing live, Viking Ding Dong.
If you know you cannot handle the people rum, when you see the people rum, leave it alone.
Oros League 2 Montoving Golf Club, Tobago. Gates open from 1 to 8 p.m. A lineup of DJs to shell on the place. One of Tobago's best duo team, Selector 3D and Hyperkid Snoopy. Tickets available at Jane Monkey Crown Point, Tobago, or Red Rose Boutique, Scarborough. Get your online tickets at islandetickets.com. So tell a friend to bring a friend to the biggest cool event for Tobago Carnival.
This event is sponsored by Campari, TTT Media Group, Barefoot, Tobago House of Assembly, Creamery Novelties.
Hush, the cool event.
Soccer Chop! Are you ready? On Sunday, 23rd October at the Dwight York Stadium, featuring a man who understands the assignment. Attention, cheaters, I get sick of it. The ladies' choice.
Girl, you got the body of a goddess. Some girl attack, tell them, say them happy.
Jamaica's hitmaker.
I tell us, say me, now worry about no. As long as me got life.
TJ!
Me get out the road, so she wanna love the woman on me yard.
Sunday, October 23rd, 3 a.m. to 10 a.m.
At the Dwight York Stadium is water,
paint, foam,
powder,
coolers, and bikinis.
And breakfast in the biggest Troubaix Fred and Tobago Carnival.
Soca Jam.
Soca Chop!
Welcome to
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hello friends, I am Nicole and I am so excited to wish Tobago's most innovative television station, the Tobago Updates, a happy anniversary. Yay! 1 year down, guys, and so many more to come. Keep pumping, yes? Keep leading the way and keep encouraging others, keeping everyone informed. On behalf of the Business Lifeline crew here in Trinidad, we wish you happy anniversary.
Hi, greetings. This is yours truly, Devon Stewart. Just want to take this opportunity in congratulating Mr. Anton Parks and team of the Tobago Updates in the 1 year anniversary. Continue to educate, continue to inform, continue to entertain us here every morning. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. let me say congratulations to you, Tobago Updates, to all the fans, all my colleagues and friends at Tobago Updates. I know this is a great milestone for you all and a joyous occasion, and I want you all to continue to do the best that you are doing as you keep Tobago updated on all the latest happenings on the island. God bless. Happy birthday.
Hey Tobago. I got the update. It is my information that the Tobago Updates is celebrating their very first anniversary. And incidentally, my son is celebrating his birthday today as well. So let me take this opportunity on this very auspicious occasion to wish the entire team at the Tobago Updates happy first anniversary and an abundance of success in the future. Thank you guys for your service.
What? Thank you. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back, folks, to the Tobago Updates morning show. Yes, in case you don't know by now, if you just logged on, you just turned on the TV, you just ensure that you turn on the radio. This is the Tobago Updates morning show, and it's our 1-year anniversary, the 18th of October, and it's a celebration kind of morning this morning, Ria.
Definitely. So I want to say thank you to some of those persons who just sent in their greetings. We saw Duvon, Stuart Duvon, thank you so much for that. Nicole Joseph Cupid, my girlfriend out there in Trinidad. Nicole, thank you so much for your greetings. And yes, I will call you. Ricardo Roberts, all the way back.
Yes.
We've got some heritage there, Ricardo. We call him Robbie out there in Barbados. Robbie, thank you so much for your love and your greetings. Alan Stewart, thank you so much for those greetings as well.
Yes, Ria.
It's that kind of morning, Julia.
It's that kind of morning. Ria, there's another one we're preparing for. One of our most exclusive episodes. All right. One of our most exclusive episodes that would have taken place, and this would have been, it's not something you get anywhere else and you have gotten anywhere else, and it happened here on the Tobago Updates morning show. One of our exclusives in the mix. And you can always look out for that kind of energy and effort and the coordination and all the background work that happens. We fed up call his name and we want to give him trouble, Anton Parks. I'm making it happen here at our team. Nana, our technical team and so on. Making it happen here for us at the Tobago
Camera
Updates
number one,
morning
camera
show.
number
Yes,
two.
camera in the mix. Our technical team, and I'm hearing her voice. I haven't seen her, but I'm hearing her voice. Cassie out there.
That's
all right.
Making it happen, putting us out there looking
the effort
good.
with the team is so much because, folks, as we prepare to head on into this interview, trust me, you see us out there, but it takes a lot of effort to coordinate these heading up when we have to head out in the mix. This is one of our outside captures, Ria, and we head on into one of our most exclusive episodes.
So as we move along towards the assembly chamber, this is of course Mr. Patrick.
Hi, morning, Mr. Patrick.
My dutiful security. He's the absolute best.
We're seeing a wall of yes.
He is the best. Correct. I can count on him for absolutely everything.
I'm seeing the historic walls left and right. We start on the left-hand side.
Okay, so this is Miss Anne Mitchell Gift. She was the second and the first female presiding officer. The second presiding officer because Mr. Jeff Davidson was our first. She was our second. And we have to do these over because I'm going to give them their just due. Miss Anne Mitchell Gift was instrumental in the restoration of this building. We have here Mr. Kelvin Charles. He served as both presiding officer and of course Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly. Let me correct that, Chief Secretary of Tobago. Right? And excuse me, sure.
You're doing over.
These are going to be done over.
I know an excellent place where you can have them done.
Sure, no problem.
This is Ria Richardson George. I'm just saying.
No problem whatsoever. So on the right hand side we see our first chairman, Mr. Arthur Robinson, A&R Robinson, and we moved down the line to Mr. Jeff Davidson, Mr. Lennox Denude, Mr. Hochoy Charles, Mr. Orville London, Mr. Kelvin Charles, and of course Mr. Ansel Dennis. And very soon we will see the picture of our current Chief Secretary and Secretary for Finance, the Honorable Farley Chavez Augustine.
And you know, she politely leaves out herself a bit because we will also be seeing the photo joining here.
Yes, and we have here Dr. Denise Soyafat Angus and Vanessa Cotton Thomas. One person who is missing is Mr. Oswald Williams, and of course I will make sure that his picture is erected on this wall as well, and of course myself.
We look forward to that.
Just a picture. It's just a picture. It's just a picture.
So this is where we entering the chamber doors with the combination both of the national flag and the Tobago House of Assembly flag.
Before we enter, what should we know when persons are entering the legislature? What should they be mindful of? Cell phones off?
No cell phones on when you are in the chamber. Actually, you could have them on silent. This is the public gallery where persons sit.
Nice.
Yes, in Trinidad they have theirs annexed to what is called a pod. They have their IT person up here, and it's a little higher, so they actually look down at the proceedings. Yes.
All right, folks, we have entered the assembly chamber here with the presiding officer.
Here is a plaque that was given to us by Queen Elizabeth in 1985.
This is iron, steel, tin.
Yes. Right, so I want you to watch your step as you come up. Yeah. So the horseshoe, the significance of the horseshoe is to everybody is equal. So there's no hierarchy when you're in the chamber.
Was it always this shape?
Yes.
And I think I heard once it was former chairman, Mr. A&R Robinson, speaking to the significance of the design.
Yes. It makes sure that everybody is equal inside here. There's no secretaries inside here. The jargon is members. So I would address persons as member for Palatine and Assembly Speyside, Mr. Augustine, or member for Plymouth Blackrock, Mr. Niall George, you know. So
this
there's
is the
equality within the chambers. There's no up or down hierarchy position.
So we actually seeing, and I suspect, and you'd guide us, these were relatively new due to the pandemic in terms of the screens.
Well, remember prior to this is the biggest assembly that we have. We have 20 persons inside there. So we must ensure that persons are always protected against this pandemic that we're going through right now. So we would have installed glass frames, glass enclosures. Yes, these are for the enclosures. Ms. Sutika Orr sits here, and Mr. Tashia Boris sits here as well.
Oh, good. So viewers, yes, we're standing near to the seats of Tashia Boris, Councillor Tashia Boris, and Councillor Sutika Williams Orr.
Yes.
Seeing that she's on the live, you'll definitely have to show us right where Assemblyman Zorisha Hackett is seated.
No problem. Ms. Hackett is also our leader of Assembly business. She is the conduit between the executive and the legislature. So everything has to pass through her. And she sits here. One fun fact, I remember when we were at Parliament a week ago, I realized that when you're on the floor, you bow. I did not know that. You had to bow to the presiding officer. So when persons are moving from, whether they want to move away from their chairs or before they make a statement, they bow to the presiding officer.
Nice.
Right, and this is my form of respect, yes. So when you're on the floor, you just give a little nod, and then you proceed with whatever you want to do. And this, of course,
that was definitely one of the most memorable interviews that we've had.
Certainly an exclusive episode indeed area, being able to connect. And I felt like it really gave us a sense to get on the inside of the Assembly legislature and the work that happens there. And of course, this interview was hosted by presiding officer Abby Taylor, and at that time very new also to the responsibility and willing to welcome us into the chamber walls.
Definitely, I remember that morning, you know, and it was brand new for me. It was the first time that even as an adult I had been in, you know, on tour of the Assembly Legislature. So we had an opportunity to go boldly where few men have gone before. But it was our pleasure and our honor to be able to bring it live to our viewers, because most of you, I mean, you never did, and many of you never will. Maybe you are abroad, you don't plan on coming back home, but you got an opportunity that morning to see firsthand, you know, what you've been missing. But
Yes.
it was a good one.
Indeed, and I want to join in some of our viewers here on the mix. Mr. Phillips, Kenneth Phillips, sending out commendations. William Nana, Julian Skeet, Ray Richardson, George Anton Parks, Drew Dyer, and the rest of the team at Tobago Update sending his commendations. This morning I see Andrea Macmillan in the mix with us, sending happy anniversary greetings, and the program has grown from strength to strength. And we want to say thank you so much. Zita Pilgrim joining us, sending out anniversary greetings to Tobago Updates. And I see here, that's Liana Adams. Lots of love to Tobago Updates. Auntie Ria, they can't beat class. Yes. All right.
Thank you,
we also
Liana.
have joining us on the live Duvon Stewart. And we saw greetings coming in as well this morning from Duvon Stewart.
All right, and Auntie Dora, and I have to say Auntie Dora has been one of our viewers from beginning, and I have to say here that, you know, along the way, because my mommy started off being one of my biggest supporters when we started this show, and she passed away in April of this year. I know she would have been excited to have been celebrating with us today, but even in her absence, my daddy, Auntie Dora, my Auntie Esther, Auntie Debbie, they took up this slack, and they have been following and commenting and encouraging, and I thank God for you. I thank God for your love and for your support. I know I couldn't do it without you guys, and I thank God for you, and continue to support, okay?
As you just said that, you know, it also reminded me, and you know, my father Jude Skeet out there. Don't worry, some say if you see him, you see me.
Yes.
In the mix.
We say if we see him.
And imagine my father got so much into the technology that because he's between Trinidad and Tobago in the mix, and he's now able to, within the last few months or so, he starts following it online. He's more into his smartphone now. Before that, he didn't pay that side much attention, but he's now into his smartphone even more now because he's tuned in each and every day. And I also want to shout out there, part of my support system, Ursula Skeet, my grandmother. Everybody knows if you hear me talking about Granny in Buku. All right. But I want to thank you so much for that continued love and support going out to my grandmother out there as well. All the members of my family, I know the entire team. Some view via TV, some listen via radio, some tune in from in Trinidad. Jada, Che, Uncle Elvis, the entire grouping out there. I just want to thank each and every one of you for your continued love and support. Ashel in the mix, Karen, I mean everybody, each and every one of you that continue to tune into the Tobago Updates Morning Show. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, Julian, I know your support base is huge. Our support base is huge. All right. But we've got a giveaway. So let me give the number first. The phone number to call is 284-6597. 284-6597. That's the number to call. Now, what can you win? I'm glad that you asked. You can win a gift certificate this morning, courtesy Lamarge Parfait. A gift certificate, courtesy Lamarge Parfait. Now, a question of the day to win this gift certificate, and mind you, there are other giveaways just after the program, just after this, sorry. Other giveaways. And the question of the day to win this gift certificate is, this is an easy one, where is Tobago Updates located? Where is Tobago Updates located? You can call 284-6597. The time is ticking. Time is ticking. 284-6597. I could see someone at home saying, what's the address again?
And we got to get the full thing, you know.
That's right.
We want the levels, we want the levels and all. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you, caller.
We've got a caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Question. Do you have an answer for us?
Oh, yes, on the Port Mall in Scarborough.
That's just
part of it.
Of the answer.
Which level are we located on?
The third level.
Ah!
All right. You see, Julian gave you a hint. All right, so give your name. You are definitely a winner. That's right, we are located third level or third floor, Port. In fact, we go with third level. Third level, Port Mall. Third level, Port Mall, Lower Scarborough. Thank you so much. So give your name and your number off the air. You are a winner this morning.
You're a winner. You're
Julian,
a winner.
any other giveaways at this time?
Yes, Ria. She's a winner this morning, and we're gonna, Ria, I want to thank Julia Brown has joined us on the live day, and she made a comment indicating, Ria and Julian, your chemistry on set is beautiful. That makes the show awesome, and we want to thank you so much for that, because a lot of people don't even believe it, but this isn't planned or staged at all.
No.
It happens, and when you happen to see us in a coordinated mix, just know it just happened, and it was really by chance. But we are also very thankful that we've been able to share that kind of synergy as we enjoy our mornings here on the Tobago Updates morning show.
Julian, you make work enjoyable, and I have to say, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like hanging out with a partner, hanging out with a good friend.
Yes.
And I thank God for that. You've made it an enjoyable experience along the way.
All right, and we're heading on in, Ria, to our next giveaway this morning. Ria, what's the question? What's the question? We're gonna make it a little easy for them.
You want to?
We're gonna make it a little easy for them.
And the question
All right.
is?
So the question is, this giveaway is gonna be courtesy. It's Fog Angels. This giveaway is coming to you. This is one of the items coming from Fog Angels. We're gonna start with a Juve. All right, so a Juve package, all-inclusive Juve package. And here's the simple question. We need a caller that calls in and reminds us of the tagline that is synonymous with Tobago Updates. In fact, we don't even have to say Tobago Updates. Once that tagline is used, you connect it immediately to the Tobago Updates morning show. What's the tagline that we use here each and every day that is synonymous with the Tobago Updates morning show? So
What
Ria,
is the tagline?
Yes, that tagline. We hit it just about 3 times.
What is the tagline?
What's the tagline? We're waiting for that call to come in here this morning. Hey, I see Nita Peters, my neighbor out there, connecting with us. All right. She says, please send my gift to Dallas. Thank you so much for connecting with us. Yes, caller. Good morning to you, caller.
Share the life.
Well done, caller. Synonymous with Tobago Update. Share the life. In fact, it became very obvious to me a few weeks or so in when we started the show, and I was at an event on stage assisting. That was Walk with Pastor that took place, that event.
And they said,
and there was no mention of Tobago Updates, but you had persons saying, share the life. And then I said, yes, it has really become synonymous with the Tobago Updates morning show. We want to thank you so much, and you just won yourself in terms of a Juve all-inclusive package. Yes, folks, we've got more coming, more Juve packages, more mass packages, and we also have all-inclusive pass for the Tumac weekend giveaways. That's the collective, including a Monday night with the Nelson Tribute, and also Burna Boy happening on Thursday. So we're going to be giving away those as well this morning. All right. And what clip are we heading into now, Ria?
I'm glad you asked, Julian. It's so exciting here on set this morning that I'm not even sure, but I understand we're heading to the most emotional episode, the most emotional interview.
The most emotional indeed. Over the last year, we've had some that really came kind of near and dear. And I always make the point to persons, we enjoy what we do here. We're not perfect, but we make it fun. We try to make it as fun as possible. And similarly, we try to ensure that our guests that also appear with us on set are as comfortable as possible. And sometimes, you really see the contributions and the feedback coming genuinely from the heart. So viewers, at this point, I wonder if you can make that guess. I see joining us on the live as well, Ria, sending happy anniversary, Presiding Officer Abby Taylor. Morning.
Good morning
Shout out
to
you, Presiding Officer, and thank you so much for hosting us for that exclusive interview. All right, viewers, I wonder if you can make that guess for what would have been our most emotional episode. All right, we're heading straight on into our most emotional episode here over the last year on the Tobago Updates morning show.
Good morning.
Viewers. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Tobago Updates here. It's something new.
It definitely is. Tobago Updates. And viewers, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice. Interested in finding out how did these statements augur with the Chief Secretary? I mean, yes, you all may be friends, but how did it augur with the party, the Chief Secretary? Now you are sitting in this seat where you are saying, this is the party that I want to stand and represent. I want to be a part of. How did it go over with them?
Well, of course, the People's National Movement practice democracy. It allows all it. Popular beliefs. People believe that the people's national movement, you cannot speak out. But I am, of course, the example of speaking out, and I'm, of course, I'm still here. I am now the prospective candidate for Palativere, Lansemy and Speyside. So that shows that the People's National Movement, of course, understand that there are young persons or even persons on a whole who would have certain issues within the party. And of course, this was in May. So and of course they still chose me. So it shows that the People's National Movement, of course, believes in democracy.
Was it public then?
Yes, of course it was public.
Okay.
It was public. It was actually all over social media, but of course I am now deeply involved in politics, so now it's highlighted more than it was before.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Franca. Now, all we have to go on is what we see on social media, but who is Franca A. Cordner really?
Well, first of all, Rhea, lots of persons don't actually know the real Franca. But the truth is, of course, and what I'm going to say here, of course, it makes me emotional because where I came from to where I'm now, I am very happy of my growth. Of course, I lost my mom when I was 4. Or even, no, I think I was, the thing is, I don't even know when she died because she left me with my grandmother, in the care of my grandmother, my paternal grandparents, actually. And my dad died when, and of course...
Take your time. Take your time.
And of course, my dad died when I was 11. So I was adopted by my my paternal grandparents, which is Edna Cordner Grant and Randolph Grant.
Okay.
So life was...
Go ahead.
Life was, of course, not easy for me. As I had to grow up with no parents in my life. And it's, of course, there when I learned. And that's when I started to recognize that I needed to not ever let a young person felt how I felt, or any person for that matter. Because of course, growing up without parents in your life is very difficult. Of course, there would be times when I'd be alone. It's at times that, that I would cry myself to sleep. And of course, I could have chosen any other path. Because growing up without parents is like no hope for you. Losing both parents is like what happens next.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back, viewers. And that was our most emotional episode. And I think for me, Rhea, I saw Franca in a different light coming out of that interview, because a lot of persons, especially within the political forum, you come into interviews and you put forward what are the ideals and what you think that everybody would want to know or would want to hear. And then she was actually able to touch on what was definitely a personal experience for her. And it moved her in such a manner. And in all honesty, when she broke down on set, some persons would have told you end the interview immediately. Like you just couldn't go further at all. But still, you know, Franca was able to press on with the interview. You know, it almost literally, if I were a crying person, I would tell you, it would have brought tears to my eyes.
If you were a crying person,
I'm not much of an emotional crying person like that.
He's saying that on air, but I just looked across at him during that interview a little while ago, and his eyes were all glazed. Julian, you were a little bit again.
It certainly was that kind of interview.
Definitely.
Personalized, you know, going beyond just the politics for me. And what I particularly admired about Franca, over the, I don't know if you would recall, Ria, we would have reached out as Tobago Updates to a number of those persons that were running for office, PNM, PDP, the various political parties that offered themselves. And as a young candidate, I was impressed with the fact that Franca was willing to present herself here to the media, even if she didn't have the wealth of experience like a number of others.
That's right, and it was during a very controversial period of the campaign where she was being, for want of a better, I mean, she was just being out there, and the persons had a lot to say. She was being bandied about in the media, and persons had a lot of negative things to say, and yet one could have shied away from the offer and said, you know what, I'm afraid of putting myself out there for fear of what persons would say on the live. And Franca said no. She came and she faced the music, and I have to say kudos to you. A lot of other persons might have shied away, and, you know, but you faced the music. You hit it head on.
Indeed. And this is where Ria and the Chief Secretary might certainly agree. That's the spirit and the strength of people out of Speyside and the East.
Somebody say East Side.
You see Ria already there. And I really, really want to take the opportunity this morning to send morning shout-outs to Franca Cordner out there. And indeed, Franca has taken what would be our most emotional episode. And in fact, I see viewers even saying online, looking on and you know, looking back at it now, tears came to their eyes, and it still makes them cry, certainly. And it's important, in a world, some may not like it, but I think it's important for people to maintain that very frank and honest spirit. Sometimes it may hit hard and people may not like it, but that's the reality of the world that we live in for today. And Franca comes with her own style and personality, and this morning we say morning to you, Franca, and thank you so much for making that commitment and being available and being here with us on the Tobago Updates morning show.
And that was Frank
with Franca. Yes. All right. Andrea, at this point we're heading on into one of our interviews before we have another giveaway in the mix this morning. All right. And who do we have on with us? I think we... All right, so I think we are heading into another giveaway just before. They want more giveaways before we get into our our lineup there this morning. Ria, what's our next? Have we got our next question ready for this giveaway this morning? Are we ready to give away one of those festival, the pass for the Tomac Festival?
That one has to be a big one, because we don't just want to give it away. We want persons to work for this one.
Yes, I wonder if persons, and this is going to be a little tough question. I don't know if persons might remember it. You know, our very early start, we started off. I think our first political interview. It was a member of the executive of one of the political parties. All right, a member of the executive of one of the political parties. I'm wondering if our director even remembers that answer. Don't worry.
You've got it, Julian, and as long as one of us has got it, we're good to go.
So viewers, this giveaway this morning, this is a little tough one. I wonder if persons can come up with that. It was one of our first interviews in the lineup there within our first week, if I'm accurate here with the information. And this was a political interview with one of the members of the executive of a political party that joined us here on set. And I'm wondering if our viewers can guess that. Feel free to make the call. Ria, I suspect we'll make this giveaway if somebody can actually guess this one correct. Ria, what are we going to give away for this one? Because this is a tough one. Ria, I wonder if you even remember. I think
one of those tickets, one of those.
Yes.
It's worth one of those.
All right. If you can get it right, and let me tell you now, we'll be giving away for this Yes, this will be one of the season pass that we will be giving away for this question. All right, this will entitle you to a festival season pass. That's good to see Tomac, and this includes the Monday activities with Nelson's tribute concert and Thursday Burna Boy concert. Good morning, caller. Who do we have online with us? Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. And how are you?
I'm okay.
All right, where are you connecting with us from? What area?
Where is that?
Connecting with us from St. Augustine in the mix. Do you remember? Let's see if you have the answer for that. One of our first political interviews.
No, I don't.
All right.
Try again. Thank you.
First time I'm tuning in.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. We're actually celebrating our first anniversary, and we're happy to have you in the mix with us this morning, connecting from Trinidad. Thank you so much. All right, folks, feel free to keep the calls coming. One of our first political interviews that took place here. It was a member, I'm giving you a little hint now. It was a member of the executive of one of the political parties operating here within the Tobago space. All right? So we are giving you that opportunity. Feel free to make that call. And the prize that you can win here is the 1 week pass. All right? That's one of it this morning. We got more than one to give away. Well, this is the first one that we are giving away, and this entitles you to the festival activities, including the Nelson's tribute concert, a Burna Boy, Kes, the whole mix in the lineup. All right, we have a call online.
Good morning. This is Dr. Faith B. Israel. I'm not calling to win a prize. I just want to say congratulations to Tobago Update.
Thank you so much, Dr. Faith. I can't believe they're allowing Dr. Faith to get away with voice only.
Yes. We thought she usually just shows up. So
I know.
Her to just show up, just walk in.
Either walk in or pop up on screen.
That's right.
Dr. Faith, let me give Dr. Faith an opportunity. Go ahead, Dr. Faith.
Yes. No, I just wanted to call in. I was trying to make it in, but that did not happen. I could not allow the 1 year anniversary to go by, since I was probably one of your first guests on the show a year ago. So I just wanted to say to Tobago Updates, all are we really proud of all you. Really proud. This is an amazing feat. And, just keep working hard. Tobago supports you, and you're doing amazing work. And we will keep supporting our local station. Definitely.
Thank you. I want to know from you, Dr. Faith, before you go, I want to know from you, what was your most memorable episode on Tobago Updates?
Oh, wow. That is so many. I think one where we realized that Candace was out there on a jet ski or on something.
Yes. That was Buku.
Yes, and I think it was in Buku. We were like, whoa, wait, she really out there? Okay, then. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much there, Dr.
Faith
B. Israel, Deputy Chief Secretary and Secretary with responsibility for the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection. And Ria, that was definitely a tough and interesting time for us, because ultimately persons may not have known by the time we cut from air, we are hearing in our headpiece, Candace is down, Candace is down. That's what we are hearing in our head. And everybody got uneasy immediately. And then, of course, by the good graces, Candace was safe again. Before we returned. We returned on air. Some of those moments that happen here within the Tobago Updates space.
I've got a quick congratulations here coming in from an avid viewer, initials BJP. Happy birthday to your exciting venture, guys, to bigger and better things at Tobago Updates. Can't wait to see what you guys do for media in Tobago. Congratulations, and wishing you strength to battle challenges, and most most importantly, may you guys continue to be humble in your success and remember us small fries. Hey!
That's what Tobago Updates is about. We're about connecting with persons. So Rhea, Dr. Faith indicated that she would have been one in the lineup in terms of that first lineup. So folks, you got to give me a second name. So it's Dr. Faith and who? We had persons here in that lineup. Now I could go on to two because I'm not allowing Dr. Faith to make it easy for them at all.
But we got another call on the line.
So we got another caller online. So you got to tell us Dr. Faith and who else? Who other executive member? So feel free to call and to connect with us. Ray, what's the contact there again?
That number is 284-6597. That's 284-6597.
Yes, so feel free to call in terms of that political interview. And actually, these were members of the executive. And you know which political party. We had those outstanding interviews taking place. So Dr. Faith would have been one serving then within the political realm as deputy political leader. And we also had another individual in the political mix serving on the executive. So you tell me who's that second person. Let's see if you can capture that name for us this morning. Feel free to connect with us at 284-6597. That's 284-6597. And this is for the weekend pass. We've got more than one to give away this morning, folks. This is for the weekend pass that gives you that opportunity to be a part of the Tumac Festival happening here in Tobago. Nelson Tribute, Kester Band, connected with Burna Boy as well, happening here in Tobago. Rhea, I suspect they're trying to dig deep.
Definitely, because they want to win this thing.
To see if they can figure out the other one. So we got a caller online. Hey, I'm seeing Judan Jofi, our young producer, joining us on the live here this morning. Morning, caller.
So I think, well, one of the persons back then also would have been Tracy Davis and Celestine, political leader of DNM, I don't know if I'm right.
All right, you got the party right. All right, but the person, there was somebody else from the executive that came on very early. Similar to the representation we also saw through the PDP, we had that representation through the PNM. So you see, I started to make it a little easier for the next person. But thank you very much for trying. All right. So this caller gave you an even greater clue. So in the very earlies, we had Dr. Faith on, with the PDP, and we also had another executive member because I think Tracy Davidson Celestine came on a little later, but very early. This individual, part of the executive for the People's National Movement Tobago Council, would have been in that lineup of our first set of political interviews. I wonder if even Anton Parks remembers this guest.
And I have to say here, Judan is asking if he can answer. No, Judan, you do not qualify.
No, Judan, you do not qualify.
No, Judan, you do not qualify.
As we celebrate our year, Judan Jofield, that's our young producer, being a part of delivering the Youth Wednesday shows over the last year. Thank you so much and commendations to you. We head on over to our caller this morning. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning to you. And where are you connecting with us from this morning?
I'm connecting from Scarborough, Tobago.
Yes, Scarborough,
Hello,
Tobago.
Scarborough.
Yes?
Okay, and that executive member would have been Mr. Stanford Calendar.
Hit the nail on the head. Hit the nail on the head. Our very early political interviews started, we would have had on Dr. Faith B. Israel, at that time operating as deputy political leader, and we would have had the opportunity of former chairman of the Tobago Council of the People's National Movement, Mr. Stanford Calendar. Yes, so a viewer from Scarborough there, you would have just won yourself one of the week pass to be part of Tomac's festival activities that takes place. So congratulations. We got more in store for you viewers, Rhea. We've got more passes to give out for the Tumac festival where persons get the opportunity to attend. And we've got Fog Angels giveaways coming up, folks. So we want to remind you, we'll be right back. This is your opportunity to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Hi Tobago Updates, Cassandra Thompson Forbes here. You are youthful, vibrant, innovative trailblazers. You were birthed in a time when these were much needed in this wonderful Tobago. Happy first birthday congratulations. I am very proud of you guys, and I await with bated breath to see what you guys have in store for the future. Mwah.
Coming from all Tobago fisher folk, we all send our love to you. We want to say happy anniversary to you, Tobago Update, for the first step to more than 1 million steps. We send our love and we appreciate what you're doing. Keep up your excellent and brilliant and transparent work. Happy birthday from the fishing community to you all. Happy anniversary to you all. We love you guys.
Bago, you know the thing go. Hey, this is your man Chezzy, sending blessings and love to the Tobago Updates family on their 1-year anniversary. Hope you guys see many more years of success and prosperity. Shout out Julian, Christian, Anton, and the entire Tobago Updates team. Keep up the good work, guys. Cheers.
Hey, this is your boy JP representing for Tobago Updates, or Updates representing for Tobago Updates. You don't know what time it is. It's Tobago Updates birthday. Happy birthday, wishing the station nothing but the best, continued success, and I pray that you'll go from strength to strength. Bago, you know the thing, go. Tobago Updates, happy birthday.
Tobago Updates, so you guys are celebrating 1 year. This is Ricardo Alfred. I want to wish you guys all the success, all the memories, and better years to come. So from me, and on behalf of Tadco, I want to wish you guys all the best. Happy 1 year.
Happy anniversary to the Tobago Updates family for 1 year of service to the people of Tobago and keeping the rest of the country and the region up to date with what's happening and all the action taking place in Tobago. On behalf of the management and staff of Recycling, Waste and Logistics and the partners of the Tobago Recycling Resource Initiative, wish you all the success in going forward with the amazing work that you all are doing and continue to.
Do you know what today is? Only if I could have sing. But I want to send out birthday greetings to Tobago Updates. Yes, it's your 1 year anniversary, and from the Office of the Minority Leader, we just want to thank you for all you have done over the past year in bringing the news to us in Tobago and the diaspora, keeping us informed. We just want to wish you all the best going forward and continue doing a great job. Thank you and all the best. Happy birthday!
Welcome to Lamarche Parfait Day Spa and Wellness Center, your premier spa experience located at Bonaccord, Tobago. Visit us today for facials, cellulite treatments, body contours, body treatments, pedicures, manicures, and much more. We have gift cards for all occasions and corporate events. Connect with us on Facebook at Lamarche Parfait Day Spa or call us 273-7772.
Whole Life helps me secure their future, provides financial protection with added benefits. Whole Life, the affordable financial benefits plan. Tattoo Life, guaranteed protection.
Tobago, are you ready for Time Off? October 17th till the 21st, aboard the luxurious Embassy Yacht. It's the pre-pump to Tobago's Carnival, featuring Iwer George.
Well, I want to see everybody mad in the
Alongside your Street 919 DJs. Walk with your coolers. Walk with your food. We board at 2 p.m. and sail promptly at 3 from the Pigeon Point Jetty every day. Tickets cost $200 at Island E-Ticket at 919 offices in Tobago.
I want to get crazy.
For more information, call 485-3862. Time Off. The Tobago Carnival Pre-Pump from Monday 17th of October till the 21st. Aboard the Embassy every day.
Chop! Are you ready? On Sunday 23rd October at the Dwight York Stadium, featuring a man who understands the assignment.
Attention cheaters, I get sick of it.
The Ladies' Choice.
Girl, you got the body of a goddess. Some girl I talk, tell them, say them happy.
Jamaica's hitmaker.
I tell us, say me, now worry about no. As long as me got life.
TJ.
Me girl out the road, so she want love the woman on me yard.
Sunday, October 23rd, 3 a.m. to 10 a.m.
At the Dwight York Stadium is water,
paint, foam,
powder,
coolers, and bikinis.
And breakfast in the biggest Juve front and Tobago Carnival.
Soca Jam.
Soca Jam.
Rest Assured helped me to cope with the unexpected, provides financial help for final expenses. Rest Assured, the affordable financial comfort plan. Tattoo Life, guaranteed protection.
Surrender your body to ecstasy. Join the army of dancing feet. A force of nature meets ritualistic splendor on the sexiest Saturday in Tobago East. We celebrate 12 years of memories and our love for Roxborough's Juve. On Saturday, 22nd October, revel in powder, revel in paint, and soca. Jam on the road and jam by the water. From 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Argyle Waterfall on October 22nd. No Behavior Crew summons you. Come to the Hideout. It's a Juve.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show. This is our special edition this morning as we celebrate a one-year anniversary here on the Tobago Updates morning show. And Ria, I think at this point we're heading straight on into an interview. And this is what you can ultimately easily describe as one of our loyal supporters. And again, the media industry far and wide. This is a gentleman, Ria. I have to say a few years ago, because I'm still young. A few years ago when I was even younger, I sat at the TV looking on at him, admired the way how he would present and be able to really capture the audience and so on. I dare say, Ria, I learned to sing or two, and I'm hoping that I'm making him proud indeed. Viewers, we have online with us this morning, Julian Rogers, veteran broadcaster, joining us here on the Tobago Updates morning show.
Good morning to you both. Good morning, Ria.
Good morning.
Good morning, Julian. Good morning, Tobago. Let me say, in celebrating with you on your first birthday, it dawned on me just a while ago that one of the first things I should say is that you have made a dream of mine come true. All the years that I've been, associated with Trinidad and Tobago, I've always imagined this kind of thing happening, and I know that Ken Gordon many moons ago when I worked at TV6 used to say, why do you have this fixation with Tobago? You must have a lot of girlfriends over there. But I think it is part of my history in radio and television in the Caribbean, where having lived in and worked in Antigua and Barbuda and later on in St. Kitts and Nevis, always understand the feeling that the twin island, the sister islands always feels a little neglected not served as much as the bigger territory. And so I've always had that with me, going back to my early days working with radio Antilles and so on in Montserrat. So again, the dream is fulfilled in the creation of Tobago Updates. And I know, would you believe I've never met Anton, but we have we have forged a relationship over this past year that is absolutely wonderful. I'm very, very impressed with I'm always on WhatsApp with him. Everything you guys do differently, I send a message. Congrats, boy, you've done this, you've done that, etc. So I'm very, very happy, and particularly what I like is the exposure that you've given to young people. You've given them an opportunity to really shine, and I know that some people may say, well, they're not as good as Julian, but why would you put them on? But I see them growing from week after week, and I'm happy that Faith Israel reminded me of the most anxious moment I had watching Tobago Updates. It was Candice on the jet ski out in the water, going down several times. And I have to tell you that if I were the director, I would not have stayed that long in the shot, because when you put that way, I expected, one, you guys to be running a commentary to comfort us, and two, I sat here with the greatest level of anxiety until you came back and showed that she was safe. I really, really was on tender hooks. No, tender hooks is too easy a word to say. Anyhow.
And, for us all, imagine us just hearing in our ears, and you know about that all too well. Candice is dumb. Yeah. Candice is dumb. Yes. Rhea and I are there in shock this time around to deal with that kind of incident. But we're so happy, and I think coming from Rhea, myself, the entire team, for the kind of support that you have shown. And Rhea, like a good parent, I am ensuring that for this entire interview, my eyes are fixed on the camera. He gives us those guidance in training and so on as well. You are speaking to your viewers, Julian, ensure that you continue to speak to your viewers, not to anyone else around that shot at all. So I'm making every effort here to hold fast. But ultimately, what would you say in terms of your hopes and your dreams as you see us going forward, based on your wealth of knowledge and experience within the media industry?
Well, I don't want to give away any secrets, but when Anton called me and gave me an update as to what your birthday is coming up and you're doing all kinds of things, I can only say that I see Tobago. Let me put it this way: I see Tobago Updates leading a regional network.
Excellent. Well said. Well said.
So much. I mean,
that's all he's giving away for now.
Right. You guys have a model that can be replicated. That's what I would say right now. I think you've given originality to something there. I understand that Share the Life has been shared by other people. Please don't teach anything.
Julian Rogers, it's always good to connect with you, and I really thank God for the advice that you've given over the year. Your words of encouragement and the words of wisdom. You have taken the time very often to say, I've seen what y'all have done, congratulations, good job, well done, but you can also do this or try this, and really help to expand our thinking, expand our dream. Very quickly here, what is that one interview that you would like to see us do, capture, that one place you'd like to see us to reach?
Wow, well, you've done so many interesting things with people. I realize that your guests come into your environment, whether they're on Zoom or in person, and you've been able to open them up. I can't think off the top of my head, because I've seen you do some difficult ones. Certainly with the leader of the PUP, etc. That would be. I mean, once you've gone through that fire, I think you can handle anything else. But who would I like to see you do an interview with? I don't know. I'd go for Trevor Noah or somebody.
We laugh, but we can definitely. Anton can make it happen.
Yeah, you've gone through the politics, you've gone through the cultural aspects, etc. I think one of the things that I would just say here quickly is that your arrival, coinciding with the change in the administration of the DHA, has given you something which I had when I started Morning Edition back in 2006. In other words, the politics was really very prominent, and it was an opportunity for showcasing. In that case, back in 1995, they had about 35 political parties contesting the election, and we managed to get as many of them as possible on the air. In your case, now you've gone from the elections into the governance. And for instance, I thought yesterday, I know it was not your production, but the fact that we could see the Monday mandate, for instance, I thought that was an original thing coming out in this environment, which in a lot of ways, I think you guys have created the environment for this openness and transparency, which is very, very welcome, and I think should be emulated across this region. Really, you've covered the contest and the rivalry and whatever else, and you've also covered a lot of the very interesting aspects of Tobago. And I say one thing: when I watch you, which is nearly every morning, I get a sense that you represent the Tobago family. I know you talk about the Tobago space, but the fact that both of you know so many people in Tobago kind of reminds me when I lived in Montserrat, where you had 13,000 people and everybody knew everybody, and etc. That spirit, I think it's very difficult to replicate in a larger environment. Unless you're as great as Julian is, and remaining everybody's school people and everybody you went to school with and things like that. And you too, Rhea, you have your own cadre of friends and family and extended family, etc. But I think that is the spirit that you brought to Tobago and to Trinidad by extension. It's very healthy, it's refreshing and encouraging, and I think that is at the heart of the overwhelming support that you're getting from people who follow your show, whether they're in Tobago or Trinidad or in the rest of the Caribbean or around the world. And I certainly, it's become a staple with me. When Anton reminded me about being on this morning, the first thing is I have to have a shower and look decent for Rhea. After all, I can't just get out of the bed with my wrinkled face, etc. and appear on Tobago Updates. This is historic. And then next year now you'll be playing back this video.
Good looking out there and looking ahead.
Yes.
So, I want to say thank you so much, as we've mentioned to you before, for that support. And more importantly, for me, it wasn't just about an opportunity to provide us with that guidance and training and then you were gone. Nope. You maintain that relation, you follow up, you provide feedback, you give us that guidance as we go along, really to help us continue to grow and develop. And I think I remember one of the things I remember particularly very early from one of our trainings is that you mentioned, let me start by indicating to you, I like your style and energy. I don't want you to change that. That's what makes your show unique. We're just now going to work on bringing it in such a way that we're able to connect far and wide with those viewers and listeners that continue to support the Tobago Updates morning show. So thank you so much for that. Thank indeed. You, and going from my my childhood memories to present, Rhea, it feels good for Rhea Richardson George, my namesake, Julian Rogers and Julian Skeet being here on set this morning.
Definitely. And it's called
congratulations
mentorship.
Again. Happy birthday, and all the very best to Andon Parks and the entire team. I know a lot of people working behind the scenes to support you. Congratulations as well. And thank you to all the sponsors and supporters. This is very important. This is very important work for Tobago, for the Caribbean. And happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much there indeed. Yes, viewers, Ray Richardson, George, Julian Skeet, and Julian Rogers.
That's right.
Are
But
connecting there this morning.
It's called mentorship, Julian,
Yes.
and he's always promised, and I should have held him to that. He's always promised to come and do a show with us. Maybe along the second year, we're going to see that happen.
When he visits,
we're going to see that happen.
We will certainly have to make that. I would love to have us all on set, and we're certainly looking forward to that connection. And from the very first day, knowing somebody as well established and well respected, very impressive indeed. Viewers, more giveaways in the mix, Where are some of these giveaways going to have to roll over? There's a birthday cake on set.
There is.
Do you all recognize this face? Normally she's in shots outside, in the water and so on. Not usually
getting onto a boat, getting off of a boat, flipping in water, flipping off jet skis.
What would you say as we have Candice on set?
I think we're having an issue here. I think something is sliding. It is sliding.
It is sliding.
It is sliding. Can we get some help?
Don't worry, I'll make a good turn here. Hold it.
Yeah, just
hold it in place. It's ready for us.
This is how you know a cake is ready to eat.
Oh yes, it's sliding into us.
That's right.
Candice, what would you describe very quickly as one of your memorable shows across the last year? Pick one.
So many. I think going drifting was definitely one of them. Just as Julian Rogers said, and as someone else mentioned, just being on the jet ski in Mount Irvin, and trying to turn on the thing. I was fine. I was actually not scared of the water.
When were you ever scared?
I was, that's true. I was never really scared.
Right.
I was never scared. So, but just, I know everybody was worried, but even though the water was deep out there, I had absolutely no fear. My frustration was I was like, okay, this thing can't turn. I'm trying to get it to turn, and it went turn, and then it's every time I turned, I just ended up in the water, and I'm like, this is not happening on TV. But yeah. That was definitely
a memorable moment in there.
Yes.
I think I had a question for our viewers, and that's a nice quick giveaway. What was the first joint birthday celebration on the Tobago Updates morning show? I wonder if they can remember that.
There's a hint right in front of you.
Anytime now. That's a quick call. That's an easy one. The first joint birthday celebration here on the Tobago Updates morning show. We won't challenge them to remember the date.
No, bonus point if they can remember the date.
Probably the month, because we spoke about this all month, right?
Yes, we did.
Is that going to be an extra giveaway bonus point? Is that bonus point going to be an extra giveaway?
You
That's
never know. 2846597, the first joint birthday celebration happening right here on set. Two of our team
Two for the price
members.
of one?
Two of our team. We've got a caller. Caller?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, caller. Where are you joining us from?
Scarborough.
Calling us from Scarborough. Let's see if you got the answer for that one.
What's the question? I can repeat the question.
The first joint birthday celebration that we had here, two of our team members here at Tobago Updates share the same birthday.
Who has the same birthday?
I wonder if you remember those two individuals.
And viewers, just a quick hint. They celebrated on set,
for the entire month.
For the entire month. Is it Denicia and Julian?
You came close. You came close. All right. So you got one right in the mix. Yes, both Denicia and I celebrated in May, but there were actually two Mayborns here that we had a joint celebration that started off the birthday celebrations here on Tobago Updates, and then we had the celebration as well that took place, that continued with birthday celebrations. Let's see if our next caller can get it here this morning. Very quickly, 284. Any callers to guess that this morning? Who are the two individuals' first birthday celebrations, joint birthday celebrations here at the Tobago Updates morning show? Rhea, after an entire month.
I tell you, mind you, they celebrated for the month, but there was one morning, on the morning of the birthday, that they had a massive celebration with cake and drinks and cameras. And
that started off the entire birthday celebrations for the Tobago Updates family.
Yes.
Yes, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, caller. Where are you calling us from? What area?
The Mason Hall area.
Mason Hall. Who are the two individuals? Can you remember the very first joint birthday celebrations? We share the same birthday.
I think it's Candice and Julian.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yes, caller. Yes, caller. Let's make sure we take that name. You just won yourself a prize. All right. We got any other callers on the line? They can tell us the mod quickly. All right.
Bonus point
yes. But don't worry.
That's all right.
Rhea, we gotta give a commitment.
Somebody said Denicia and Rhea. Oh no.
Denicia was also in May. Birthday shout outs. Denicia is also our May born as well. Would have celebrated her birthday with us here at the Tobago Updates Morning Show. Viewers, it's been amazing. Rhea, it means we've got giveaways continuing for this week.
The entire week.
Yes, we've got giveaways continuing for the entire week. We still got Juve all-inclusive package. We still got Mass all-inclusive package. We still got Tomac Festival Pass to give away. So, folks, there's more to come within this week. Remember to stay connected. This is the Tobago Updates Morning Show today, celebrating 1 year on set here with you. And, you know, just as I said on our first day, Rhea, that was our first day of the first month of the first year. And I want to say to you, this is indeed the first year, and we're looking forward to 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, going strong for the Tobago Updates Morning Show.
All right, and I trust that we remember to keep our feet on the ground as we continue to reach for the stars. Let us not forget where we've come from and those who started with us. So again, we want to say thank you for the love and support from all our viewers or sponsors, those on the line, or the live rather, and all of the persons right here at Tobago Updates who make it happen every single day, every single time, for every single episode, being able to deliver to you 100% of our best. So thank you again.
Thank you so much, viewers. As we continue to, we invite you, stay connected with the Tobago Updates Morning Show. And in everything, the best thing you can continue to do for us is to share the live.
Share the live. Share the live.
Bye-bye.